Quadry deodorant will help you maintain your steez. It only for 25 ml small size for boys and girls with sabi.
Hey there, mums and dads. Did you know that some children are picky eaters and also do not get enough fruits and vegetables from their diet? Well Kid Baby and Infant Syrup is a food supplement from Vitabiotics that contains 14 vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C and zinc, as well as flaxseed oil, which supports brain development and all-round health. Well Kid Baby and Infant Tasty Syrup is for children 3 months to 5 years of age. Give your young ones a good start with Well Kid Baby and Infant from Vitabiotics UK. Available in pharmacies near you.
When I wake up in the morning, I need something to help me start my day. Big 456 has DHA. It helps my brain. It helps me to be smart. Oh, my own milk. Oh, big 456, yeah. My own milk. Oh, big 456, yeah. My own milk. Oh, big 456, yeah. My own milk. Oh, big 456, yeah.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Waiting happen. Every time I do small transaction, they don't slam me with rich extra charges, SMS alert, bank transfer, even bill payment safe. They know they pity person at all. You never hear say with Smart Cash, you fit send money go another bank, pay your bills, and receive SMS alert all for free. For free? Yes, now for free. Then go even pay you 15% interest per annum on top your savings.
Hey, got some for me now. I fit enjoy Smart Cash.
Dial *939# or download the Smart Cash app today to begin enjoy zero extra charges on all transactions. Smart Cash, money matter na sense. Smart Cash na by Airtel.
The voices that speaks the truth. Live from the heart of the conversation.
I think there's nothing that has strained our nerves like this concept of unity.
The politicians who are pushing out this narrative, they are not tribalistic, but they are making you tribalistic.
Nigerians have expressed outrage over the certificate forgery by Nigeria's Minister of Science and Technology.
Same-sex marriage. Church of Nigeria rejects election of new Archbishop of Canterbury.
I am so sorry. I know I was wrong. I promise I will never do it again.
Don't let low airtime block your romance. Buy a new MTN SIM to enjoy 2,100 naira in airtime for 2 months. And with MTN Better Gist, you'll get 3 minutes extra for every 6-minute call you make. MTN Better Gist is also available to all existing customers. To join, simply dial *123*2*1# or text PG to 312. T's and C's apply. MTN, what are we doing today?
Imagine a world without communication, a world without emergency calls, disconnected businesses, and unreachable families. Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is the reality we face when telecommunications masts and fiber optic cables are vandalized. These telecommunications assets are the lifeline of our communities. They keep us connected, informed, and safe. Every act of vandalism is a blow to our businesses, our banks, our schools, our hospitals. Let's stand together. Let's protect our networks. Dial 622 from any network or send an email protect@ncc.gov.ng to report any suspicious activity around telecommunications infrastructure. Our connection, our responsibility. This message is brought to you by the Mobile Network Operators and Towercos in collaboration with Nigerian Communications Commission.
Dailies today on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
.3 Nigeria Info Lagos. Good morning to you. Welcome to Dailies today, the second part. I am Sheriff Quadry.
I'm Jimi Disu. Good one.
That's right. You can watch the show on Facebook and on YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3 is how you can watch the show on Facebook and on YouTube. Yeah, that's right. Let's begin. We have a bunch of papers here. Let's start with this one here. Page 2 of the Vanguard newspaper. Which one are we taking first?
This one.
Okay. All right. Why we have not released inmates pardoned by Tinubu, AGF.
Yesterday was a very embarrassing situation that we have in our country. And it doesn't make it any better that the Attorney General is the senior advocate of Nigeria. I don't know where this country is going. Let me tell you what the story is about, okay? The Attorney General, Lateef Fagbemi, gave reasons why none of the inmates had been released by President Bola Tinubu. None of them have been released. According to the AGF, the presidential prerogative of mercy was approved by the Council of State. The exercise remained inconclusive and still under review. He said he appreciated the public's vigilance and constructive feedback, which means that they are very likely to finding a way to backtrack. They think the whole thing has backfired. And that the product will be informed as soon as all the legal and procedural checks were concluded. The Office of the Attorney General wishes to clarify that no inmate approved for clemency under the recent exercise of the President's powers of prerogative of mercy has been released from custody. The process remains at the final administrative stage, which includes a standard review to ensure that all names and recommendations fully complied with established legal and procedural requirements before any instrument of release is issued. Does this gentleman think he's talking to fools? This is this is after the horse has bolted. All these things were supposed to have been done and cleared before it was sent to the president and the council of, what is it called it now? Before it is sent to the council of state for approval. I mean, why do our public officers do this? There is nothing wrong in the government saying that due to reaction, we want to have a review. That to me is more honest and even more respecting to the Nigerian public. Nobody is stupid here. And then he goes on to say, it is important to note that the last stage of the exercise after approval by the council is the issuance of the instrument for the implementation of the decision concerning each beneficiary. This stage affords an opportunity for a final look at the list for remedial purposes. So, is he saying that the Ministry of Justice will now override what the president has said? I mean, come on. This government has been known to have a knee-jerk attitude to a lot of things. You will remember, you will always have names being presented, then it's withdrawn, this and that. And I've said and I repeat, this government, the present government that we have, does not have the capacity to run this country administratively. It's all about propaganda. All what the AG is saying by common sense should have been done before it's passed. Okay,
That's right.
Who generated the list for the president? Mm-hmm. Did the president generate the list himself? Mm-hmm. Was it the one who listed all the dog barons and the murder? Was it? No.
Someone did. Someone did.
And the president's stamp is final. And if for any reason, this is the way I practice my life. Nobody knows it all. If for any reason you can say, okay, in view of the public blah blah blah, we want to review, then we will give them kudos for being honest. For yes. But this explanation that the Attorney General gave is the most embarrassing from a senior lawyer, a senior advocate, and then the Justice Minister and Attorney General. It doesn't add up to me. It doesn't. And to say that he appreciates what has your approval got to do with the public vigilance? Just say that, look, because, like I said, because of the response to this thing, we find a need to review. But this is one review too many. This is one review too many. I said it again and again. This government doesn't have the capacity administratively to lead. As we speak now, we have no ambassadors. So many things, administrative things that should jolly well have been taken care of. President Bola Tinubu should have had an idea of his major ambassadors even before he won the primaries. That is the example that somebody like Awolowo set. It's one thing to play politics, it's another thing to have the administrative experience. And that hasn't been helped, but even by his choice of chief of staff. This is very, very embarrassing. So, what are we going to say now? That, okay, the Justice of Ministry overruled the president. Is that what we are going to say? I want to see how they want to get out of this one.
I'd like to see.
I want to see how they want.
I'd like to see that
without coming out and being honest to say that, look, we never knew this kind of backlash. Who knows? The question I asked again: who compiled the list for the president? Maybe the gentleman didn't even know the various offenses. Maybe it didn't even occur to him. Knowing the civil service and politicians' way it is, they probably have packed it with names that he doesn't even know, and has now given him a bad image. The list of it being that 70% are drug peddlers. That I think is one embarrassment the president wouldn't like. Given all the antecedents. This is a kind of embarrassment he can jolly well do without. I fear for this. And then there was another story here in there was another story here. Lawyers' false clemency review. The same story. Gabriel Egbule said in the history of granting of pardon, this is the first time the process is being subjected to a review after the announcement. Of course, now, what the Attorney General of the Federation said is an afterthought. It is unfortunate that in Nigeria nothing happens. If it were in similar crimes, somebody would have lost his or her job.
Somebody should lose his or her job.
The man who announced it should lose his job.
No, the people behind this. Because this is, like you said, this is an embarrassment to the president.
It's a big embarrassment to the president. This is shambolic and condemnable. For Jibrin Esquire, the review is strange because the committee ought to have recommended to the president and the Council of State, after verifying the details of all convicted persons, before the president will act and approve the same. So it's the same thing that everybody is saying. EMD Umukuro said that the procedure is for the president to exercise the powers after consultation with the Advisory Council on the Prerogative of Mercy and the National Council of State, after which it is gazetted and forwarded to the Correction Service for implementation. However, there's something here that is a bit to the credit of the government. There's a gentleman here that says that, well, I think on one hand, though, it is good that they are listening to the reactions and the voices of the citizens. I think, but on the other hand, it shows that the process and the consultation and the exercise were not done objectively and dispassionately. I think that this government doesn't have the experience. They don't, and even the president himself doesn't have the experience. That, of course, showed up when immediately after signing he said a subsidy. That is not how governments are run. Government is not run on bravado. It's not run on impulse. It's run on well thought out, documented decisions that everybody else now has to carry. If the president doesn't do an overhaul of his administrative process and even his media process, he's going to be in a lot of trouble politically. Because I have a feeling that some people think that you can throw anything at Nigerians, they will take it. They might be in for a surprise. especially the younger generation that forms the core of voters, of the core of voters, only God knows what is going through their minds. And the case of Madagascar, again, is something that we should have at the back of our minds. This government could do with more valuable input. They could do with younger input. They could do with more educated and more exposed persons to carry out the various functions of governance. It's up to them.
Okay. All right.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I've got all them muddled up. That's all.
I was wondering when I saw the bunch. I was like, can I?
Yeah, go on.
Let me check. I think I have the story. Yeah, about this one.
Yeah, we'll come to that.
Okay, all right. Let's take this one then. Presidential pardon. Macaulay shouldn't have been lumped with ex-cons. That's family. The writer says it deserved more than clemency.
I think the idea of which is true, the idea of even thinking of Herbert Macaulay in that sense was not well thought out at all. And the issue of Herbert Macaulay is a national issue that the president should have consulted far and wide on how because I personally think it was the whatever he was guilty of itself was political anyway, and that the family believes that he deserved more than clemency, and so do I. But Macaulay is one of the founding fathers of Nigeria, and deserves a separate. You can't lump him up with drug dealers and murderers and say you've granted pardon to Herbert Macaulay alongside them. It's an insult. It's an insult. And how this is going to be handled again, we want to see. But the whole thing has been bungled. Just like the National Honor thing is going to be bungled, the way it's going. You'll end up seeing names of all Senator this and Honorable that and Senator this, Honorable that. Good luck to them. What we are doing is that we are diminishing and demystifying governance. Day in, day out. A lot of incompetence. A lot of hurried decisions. A lot of impulsive decisions. A lot of half-baked decisions. Oh, we are going to give the vulnerable X amount. I haven't heard of anybody. I'm vulnerable. Nobody has offered me any money.
Are you vulnerable?
Vulnerable. You are vulnerable. Your salary is not for you.
You're vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm vulnerable. I'm a pensioner. I'm not like you. I'm not in employment.
But we know that you're not vulnerable now.
How can you know? I'm not in employment. I'm a pensioner. Look at me.
The pensioner.
Well, I mean, you got me there.
Sorry, sir.
You got me there.
Yeah? Let's go to this story. Page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper. Senate confirms Amukmito as INEC chair.
Yeah, there's not much to be said about it because the whole exercise just showed the lack of seriousness. This is a man on who 200 and how many million of us our faith lies. He's been given an onerous job to conduct national elections and so on and so forth. The ones we have had in the past have been quite controversial. He goes for Senate clearing and is done in 3 hours. If you keep an eye on international affairs, when a judge his name is presented for the Supreme Court in America, it takes about 4 days. He will be grilled left, right, and center. But we as usual, and I blame the Senate president for all this. He's always wanted to impress the president, always wanted to show support. I don't think he has a full recognition of his brief and role to provide the balance. He has to realize that when you provide a balance for the president, it's not that you don't like him. You are helping him to succeed. But these ones are going to help him to fail if care is not taken. When you think that out of respect, the president has said this, let's give it to him. You are going to create a monster you cannot control very soon in this country. And I wish everybody good luck. But we welcome the new INEC chair. He can't say he doesn't know what is on ground. He can't say he doesn't know the skepticism of various of the populace towards the job he's going to do. It's left to how he wants to place himself in history. Jega has gone in flying colors. Okay? If he wants to do the same, it's up to him.
It's up to him, actually.
Nigerians will not tolerate any excuse for not doing the right thing. Once you don't do the right thing, then you are complicit with those who have stolen again the mandate from Nigeria. Good luck to him.
Okay. Now to our next story on page 2 of the Vanguard newspaper. Ojus Okalu is in desperate need of media. That's Kiamo.
I don't know why. We talked about spokesperson. That's why this story looks inconsequential. But it just falls in line again with what we said about spokespersons. Okay, so what happened? Ojus Okalu said he doesn't fly in Nigeria. And he made a sweeping statement, which I regard to that the pilots and so on and so forth are on drugs and they smoke Igbo and this and that. And so in response, the minister felt offended. Okay, even though there's some element in truth in what he has said, some of them do it. There's a recent report that said the pilot was drunk. Cabin crew gone Oti Fatafi. We had that report some time ago. So maybe he made a stupid statement. But in replying him, why can't you just be a gentleman? Just to say that, look, well, we consider the statement unfortunate, a sweeping statement. We shall take time to explain to him. Why can't we be gentlemen for God's sake? Instead, they said he's in desperate need of the media. Then they revisited Senator Kalu's past in the aviation business, recalling the rise and fall of his defunct airline. He had an airline that failed. They made reference to that. And then this spokesperson, his name is Moshood. Moshood also suggested that Kalu's outburst might stem from lingering resentment of his failed aviation enterprise, that it was ironic for someone who has owned an airline collapse to accuse the current aviation administration of negligence. You don't need to insult people. Where is Yomi? Yomi should please approach somebody. Let them gather these spokespersons and have a 2-day seminar with them, Yomi Badejo Okosaya, and train them properly. You can't be abusing your citizens because they don't agree with you of themselves. You can polite. You do not lose anything by being polite, Sheriff. You know, in fact, there's some politeness we don't know the art of the word, how to use the word. Maybe we should have a session to at least tell our own people sometimes how to use. Sometimes what you haven't said is heavier than what you have said. But as far as I'm concerned, it's always insult, and insult. And as far as I'm concerned, the two of them can sort themselves out. Let's go to the next one.
Okay. Moving on to the Guardian newspaper. This is their metro section, by the way. Commuters groan as bad roads cripple movement along Lekki-Ekpe corridor.
Because I am involved. They say I started the advocacy on the Echo Bridge and got it now with this one. The governor needs to pay a visit to the Lekki-Ekpe axis. It has become a metaphor for complete failure. I understand that the majority leader of the House of Assembly, the commissioner, and some people have been there. They were there last week.
Okay.
Last week, I think. I just got the release. And I put a call through to the majority leader of the House. He never got back to me. He just quickly got off the phone. I wanted to thank him for leaving his office and coming to see for himself what is going on.
You wanted to thank him.
I wanted to thank him and bring him here and thank him and honor him.
And he didn't even get
honey. As soon as I said my name, he said, I will call you back. I will call you back. I felt that maybe he lives in the neighborhood.
Okay.
But jokes apart now, the government has to do something about that access. There was a day I left Shogutedo. I left Shogutedo at 10 to 7. I got in at 5 after 11 here.
Oh, my word.
Yes. And look at the photograph here. How can a major road leading to Ekpe, leading to Dangote Refinery, leading to wherever be like this? The road is bad.
It is bad.
And we expect, before the rain started, the government should have done something about this. But it's surprising. We will expect some improvement to be made in this area as soon as possible. So, Sunday Shitu says that this road is not only causing us to lose productive hours, but also a lot of stress to the logjam. The stretch from Abraham Adesanya to Aja is hellish and terrible. Ikota to Chevron is plagued with potholes. A major road. Going to Ekpe, the Lagos state government filled some parts, but it didn't solve anything. I spent a lot of time from Ikota to Chevron. I left my house in Terrances around 5:30 a.m. I got to Tisco bus stop by 7:20. You remember the lady who came here?
Mm-hmm.
She left Shogotedo on Wednesday. She left last week Wednesday. She left Shogotedo at 6 o'clock because she sent me that I'm on my way. She walked in here late after 9. Another resident, Quadry. Quadry said, I live in Ekpe and work in Oshodi, and it took me no less than 6 hours to drive to Oshodi from Ekpe because the traffic starts around Shogotedo. The road is bad and not motorable. We want to appeal to the government. We will appeal to the honorable to please continue to apply pressure and also appeal to the commissioner who I heard was also there. It's fine that you did the photo ops and showed up, but by now we should have some respite. This one now is because I'm involved in the
Okay, all right. Hopefully something will be done. Let's go to page 27 of The Guardian. NBA Spido. Police agree to review tinted permit policy.
This is how countries are run, and this is how educated people behave. And I am glad that the Bar Association, we will thank them so much, the Bar Association section on public interest and development law and the Nigerian police have decided to come together to take another review at this tinted policy and come up with something that is more, that is easier for the public to handle. Because if you see the trouble people go to get this permit. Now, the question also is, I don't know whether my car is tinted or not. Because I'll be arguing with the policeman. You can see me, it's not tinted. It's an SUV, so the back is tinted as if I have a boot. I don't know whether I need a tinted permit or not. So policeman will say you need a tinted permit. Another one will say you don't need a tinted permit. So we expect a lot of education. And this idea of processing this and that and this and all that, I think should be done at the point of entry. You understand?
Yes. I think it's being done like that now, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
I think it's been done like that
license, but this one where you capture, you go, is a basis for corruption. And the question to ask the police, the question to ask them is that the billions they have gotten so far, where is the money? What do they want to do with the money? Are they going to pass it on to the pensions office to pay the retired officers? What do they want to do with the money? And the honest to God truth is that nobody trusts the police with any money. Nobody trusts the police with any money. So, but I'm glad that both the police, and I must give the ID some kudos, that he has opened up this process and they're going to sit down and draw a balance between safety and people's convenience.
All right. We have to go now. We don't have much time left. Well, this story from the FCT deserves to be mentioned. FCTA demolishes 11 duplexes built on the high tension lines.
Yeah, and also that businessman films as FHA task force demolished 500 million naira. Sometimes I have very little sympathy for some of these people. Do what is necessary. Make sure all your papers are intact. Period. Yes, I can blame the government agencies for watching you do what is wrong, but you do what is right in the first instance.
That's right. Lagos, that's our show this morning. Thank you for being a part of Dailies today's second part for this week. We are back on Tuesday for the show. I'm Sheriff Quadry. What's your name now? What's your name? Your name? I said I'm Sheriff Quadry. You're supposed to say your name.
Your name is in the paper now.
Coffee is back, Lagos. Good morning to you.
Looking for ways to save your data? It starts with your apps. Deleting unused apps helps, but there is more. Most apps have data saver modes. Activate them to control data usage. You can also go to settings to turn off auto updates. Lastly, close unused apps to save data when you ain't using your apps. These changes can make a big difference. For more information, visit your mobile operator's website or consumer.ncc.gov.ng for more helpful tips. Stay connected and enjoy smarter data usage. This message is brought to you by the Association of Telecom Operators and Nigerian Communications Commission.
Hello, Male. How you doing now?
I did, my pikin.
Male, wait. She make I call you back. You sure say your credit go reach this guy too?
Don't worry yourself. Now MTN better gist I dey use.
Who no like better thing? Just go buy new MTN SIM so MTN go dash you 2,100 naira airtime sharply. And on top that one, every call where you make, whether na 3 minutes for this call or na 1 minute on top another call, e go dey join dey go. And once you gather reach 6 minutes, MTN go sama you 3 minutes extra. Make you for continue that better gist. Or ya dial *123*2*1# to join MTN better gist today. Terms and conditions dey sha o.
Your voice, your station, your conversation.
Nigeria's GDP growth is not 4.2%, right? It's a lie.
What is on ground to show for it?
Computer Village traders in Ikeja are skeptical about the state government's plan to remove them.
The government, on one side, they present things to be good, but on the other side, there's a hidden agenda behind it.
No visa for corrupt Nigerian official, says U.S. mission.
Ibas rejects Assembly's move to probe 6 months spending.
You're tuned in to 99.3 Nigeria Info, where the news hits first and every conversation matters.
I believe in Lagos, you already know that every heavy rain feels like another flood or warning.
And of most importantly, the court has ordered the arrest of former INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud.
Labour Party leader calling on INEC to scrutinize candidates' certificate.
No, Iyaloja General in Edo. Every market has its own Iyeki.
After all that has happened in Gaza, is Gaza still a physical place or a symbol?
The Trump administration and his minister, shame to them.
You see this our bow and go syndrome? It'll be the death of us.
News, sports, and talk that keeps you in the know. Stay with us. It's 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's 8 o'clock.
The news update on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Lagos, thanks for joining us. The news at 8 on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Nigeria now has a new chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Here's Joasha Mupiton, who was given the green light on Thursday after more than 2 hours of tough questioning by senators. Professor Mupiton thinks Nigeria needs an electoral offences tribunal to handle election-related crimes swiftly and fairly. He has also hinted at plans to introduce a whistleblowing policy for reporting irregularities, and is already considering the use of drones to reach voters in remote locations. Here in Lagos State, the state government is reminding residents of the dangers of building without a planning permit. Commissioner of Fiscal Planning Oluyinka Olumide has warned that skipping the process could lead to fines or even demolition. But what's the good news? It takes just 10